Hello everyone, this is Orlando from A Collector's Dream. And today I want to show you my favorite set from the 70s. And that's really my favorite time collecting. I did start collecting cards in the late 60s. I started opening packs. But really when it got to 1970 is when I really was buying a lot of packs. I would even buy a box of cards. And I built the sets. And one of the sets I built was a 1971 set. And this is it. And I literally, every card in this here, I pulled out of packs. And I put together the set. I had sold all the doubles off and kept the best cards that I had. And that's the 71 set. So I just want to share some of these cards with you guys. I'm gonna first start with the graded ones because when I got I think last year, the year before that, when I first started my YouTube channel, I went back, really organized all my stuff and started grading some of the cards. And then these are the ones that I've graded. So I'll share those with you first, and then I'll share some of the other cards that I didn't grade and some of the stars. So beginning with the Burt Blyleven rookie card, it's one of the main rookie cards from the set. And again, this set, as you all know, it's extremely tough to get any grades really higher than 5s or 6s. If you get 7s, you're good. And 8s are like impossible. And 9s, you just don't see them anymore. But I love this set because it's got, it's just great pictures. It's got the facsimile autograph on there. I like how they did just a very simple, the name of the team and his name, and it's a picture, and in the back it's really the first time that they used pictures in the back, black and white pictures, but they're pictures. And it has since they do have the picture, they can't put a lot of stats, but I really fell in love with this set, not just because of the border and all that, but the pictures, and more importantly the action shots. This is the first set that included action shots. And I also have the Burt Blyleven rookie autograph here, so I'll go ahead and share that too. So that's the Burt Blyleven. And that's one of the first cards in the set, the main cards in the set. It's card number 26. The first big card in the set really is the Thurman Munson. I'll get to that in a little bit. So that's that's that. And then here's the Steve Carlton. I'm just going to flash through some of these. Steve Carlton in the 7. These are some of the ones that I went ahead and graded. Oops. That I thought would grade decently. This is the Jim Hunter. So I like it because it shows, a lot of them show this palm trees was probably in Florida. Spring training, they show a lot of spring training. Just good pictures. I mean, look at the Tom Seaver. What a beautiful card that is. Him just following through there. And it's just, this one's in the stadium. But I just love the pictures that they did in this set. It's really, 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 different than a lot of the other sets, which just were, the player's mug. Look at Brooks Robinson. Not the best action shot there. Looks like he's striking out, but still, it's just different poses, different pictures that they didn't use, before. They didn't reuse a lot of these. These were pretty much new pictures. And, many years, 68, 69, they used the same pictures and things like that. I think one of my probably my favorite card from this set is the Nolan Ryan. I think that's my favorite card from this set. It just has the Royal Crown Cola in the back. You see him pitching there, and just a beautiful card of Nolan Ryan there. Another one of those in-action shots. And you still have your pose shots like this. I mean, the Hank Aaron. And you got the Ernie Banks. So you got some nice, a lot of veterans in this set. And that's a good thing that I like about it. Here's the Willie Mays. So you got a good mix of the veterans, and then you got some rookies coming in, or younger guys that are coming into the league. Here's the Richie Allen. This is one of the toughest cards in the set. The high numbers here are almost impossible. And the good thing about me and the high numbers is they came out at the end of the season. I did buy a bunch of them. And, you know, the first series, you handle them a little bit more when you're a kid because they're the first ones to come out. You see them, and, you know, I like this here, the mustache. So you kind of look at them more. But when you get to the later series, you know, at the end, basically, I was just trying to finish the set, put the set together. So a lot of the higher numbers, you know, I didn't handle them as much. And you'll see in my set, a lot of the higher numbers are actually in better condition. Here's the Don Baylor, Dusty Baker. Another one of the high numbers. These are tough to find, especially in any conditions like this. So those are the ones that I got graded. And here are the ones that I didn't get graded that I will eventually get them graded. And this is the big card, one of the biggest cards in the set. Mine's way off centered, but still. It's a beautiful, one of the action shots. And this is what I wanted to really share this set because of those action poses. And that Thurman Munson is one of the best, iconic. With the rookie logo. Here's some of these I am going to get graded. I think I put some of these to get graded. This is the Willie McCovey. And the nice shot of Willie McCovey there. And of course, the Clemente. One of the best cards of Clemente. I just really love this card. And it has his facsimile autograph, and he's there with the bat. Nice card of Clemente. And a tough card. It's another one of the high numbers, number 630. And these are really tough to get centered too. Mine is not centered top to bottom. Side to side is beautiful, but top to bottom. But that's okay. I think this is another high number here. Yeah, the Boot Powell. Another one of the tough cards. I think I'm going to send this one into grading. It looks pretty good. But a tough card to come by. High number, Boot Powell. Another one of the high numbers is the Aparicio, number 740. Another tough card to find. And, you know, just the background, you can see the stadiums in the back. And, yeah, I just like the photography on these. It's just, to me, one of the better sets. So let me just share some more of the cards that are here. The Garvey rookie. And, you know, Garvey is running for office now, I think, political office in California. But there's the Garvey rookie. It's a beautiful pose there. Nice card. You can see my 71s are all going to be in great shape because I've had them all my life. I'm the original owner that pulled them out of the packs. And there's the Yastrzemski, my Yaz card. Some of the holders are dirty. These are old, but it's not on the card, as you can see. Yaz. You've got some other rookie, Dave Conception. I think that's his rookie card, if I'm not mistaken, or one of his first year cards. Here's another classic card, Reggie, 1971 Reggie Jackson. Just another classic pose of Reggie in that old-time uniform. I just love that old uniform there. Here's the Pete Rose. Again, with the stadium, you can see the people in the background. There's the K-line. That one looks like it's a spring training. I think that there's not a high number there. There's Rod Carew. One of the classic Rod Carew cards there. You know, I should probably get some of these more graded, but they're just beautiful picture of Rod Carew. Here's the bench. It's a beautiful Johnny Bench card there. Smiling. With the classic number 5. Johnny Bench. Some of the toughest cards in the set are the high numbers. And one of the tough, there are some short prints. This is one of the real tough cards in that set. Not a name guy, but try to find this card and try to find it in good condition. Another one that's tough to find is the Killer Brew. This one's way off centered, but you can see it's real sharp. That's the Killer Brew card. One of the tough higher number of cards to find. Here's a beautiful action shot, Joe Morgan. One of my favorite, it is my favorite Joe Morgan card. Even though it's the back of his card, the back of him batting, it's just a beautiful action shot there. The umpire and the whole thing. How about Willie Stargell? Great player. And that's a beautifully centered card there. And Don Sutton, another Hall of Famer. So I'm showing you all the Hall of Famers right now from the 71 set. And these are just beautiful cards. Here's another one, the action shots, the Bob Gibson. Looks like that may be Pete Rose there at third base. There's the umpire. You know, in those days, the umpire's dressed up with the suit and tie and stuff. You see that? But there's Bob Gibson. Wouldn't want to be the batter in that case. Here's Orlando Cepeda. This was probably taken around batting practice. Nobody's in the stands there. It's an older Orlando Cepeda. It's another one of those higher numbers, number 605. And another tough card, another tough high number card is the Lou Brock. Again, that's a nice shape there. Real tough to find these cards in good condition, and these are just in great shape there, number 625. So that's the some of the stars that are in this set. And you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to start and show you some cards from the back, because the high numbers are really the tougher ones to really, you don't see them too often. So I think I'm just going to flash through some of these. And first we'll start off with the 6 series checklist. And you know, as a kid, I checked off the checklist. So, and some of them I think I probably threw away the ones. This was not one of the best condition ones, but that's kind of how it came. And that's the checklist, 6 series. Oops, can't read that too much here. I won't focus on here because I got my hand in the way. Anyway, that's there it goes. That's the 6 series. So I'm just gonna grab through here, just kind of share a few cards, starting with the 6 series. Let's see, we got Frank Howard there. These are the high number cards, pretty much. Freddie Patek, the shortest guy. John Bateman. Just going through here. Here's Bobby Bonds. No, Bobby Brooks. Sorry about that. Bobby Mercer card there. This is a big set. I want to show really some of the action shots. You know what, I think I had at one time shown the action shots. Let me go ahead and take a look and see. There's Sparky Lyle. Let's see, if we don't see any action ones in here, I may have put them in the front. Showed them at one video one time. I showed all the action cards. All the in action in an earlier video. Mike Brown. These are tough to come by. These are the high number cards. So some of these, like these team cards, I mean, in high grade, these are really tough to find. Let's see what I can do. Let me go check something real quick here, guys. So gonna go and grab a bunch from the front here. Okay. Well, I guess we'll start from the front here. I just pulled the batch out from the back here, but we'll go ahead and just start here. So this is the first year card, and this is the #1 card of the Orioles, who won the championship. And my favorite team, first of all, was the Yankees. And this is kind of Old Sarge. I'm not really. It's Old Sarge Collects is doing a contest. And what is your favorite team and your second favorite team? My favorite team has been the Yankees since I was young. But my second favorite team became the Orioles when I went to spring training here and attended some of their games in South Florida, and was able to meet some of the Oriole players like Brooks Robinson and Jim Palmer and Boog Powell, Al Bunbury, and just a bunch of the Oriole players at the time, Frank Robinson. So this is the 71 set, and this is, card number 11 now. So I'm just gonna flash through some of these so you guys can kind of take a look at the set. And hopefully we'll come up. I don't remember how many, but there's over 50 or 60 action shots. Here's one of them here. And these are just my favorite cards. Remember back in the when I started collecting, you never had shots like this, other than the Pee Wee Reese 53 Bowman. They didn't really do action shots. And this year they did. Here's Oscar Gamble. And this is one of the things that caught my attention when I first started opening packs of the 71s. I started just kind of going through, and I saw these action shots, and it just, wow, and you would show your friends, man, look, check this one out. These were kind of the boring ones, the Eddie Cascos and stuff. But, when you hit some of those just unique cards like this one, like Lou Piniella swinging, I mean, remember, there weren't that many games back in the days. You don't really see the people in action too much, other than what you saw on the cards or highlights or the Saturday game of the week. But for the most part, you kind of just didn't get to see Thurman Munson, making a play, or Lee May there at first base, guarding the base. This was really the first that I recall was kind of an innovation for Topps. When again, they didn't have any competition, they didn't have any reason to do anything crazy, and they didn't. I mean, if you look at some of those years, the pictures were just duplicated over and over, and even 3 or 4 years later, they keep using the same pictures. And there's the first series checklist. I had this checked all off, and one of them, I don't know, I probably threw those away. When I was a kid, I used to check it all off. So, in those days, it was just one of those things that, it was just fun to collect. I mean, it was just fun. But these were really some of the most beautiful cards. I mean, Topps was just, they were boring. When they came out to the 1970 set, it was one of the most boring set. The one with the gray background, and that's the Yastrzemski Oliva. These are now the batting leader cards. So here's Boog Powell, one of the leading RBI hitters. Tony Cligliero got hit in the eye. There's a nice one there. 3 Hall of Famers: Tony Perez, Johnny Bench, and Billy Williams. So, this year, just with the black border, that was unique in itself. But when they added those action photos, I mean, this made it my favorite set back when I was a kid. And like I said, I put it all together, and it was a beautiful Tom Seaver. I mean, I used to stare at these cards when I was young. I had doubles and triples with some of these guys. Look at that, 3 Hall of Famers. So I kept the best copy. I mean, some of them are not the best. They're not that great, because, especially the first series. But, for 71s, I mean, those are in great shape for 71s. There's the Tom Seaver, Bob Gibson, and Fergie Jenkins, and so anyway, it was just one of the sets that really just attracted me, and you know that. And my other favorite is the 75 with the colored borders. But this set to me was a trailblazing set. Felix Millan, look at that, Casey Cox. You know, because it did have, you know, you had the rookies, and you had two people in rookies for the most part. Some of them you did at the end. They did put three, but for the most part, Marcel Lashman. It was in that. It was also having the, you know, the pictures in the back, you know, which wasn't very common back in those days. They didn't have that before, so they put the pictures in the back. There's Ken Brett. There's Joe Pepitone. They put the pictures in the back. They put the beautiful black border. Kept the front simple with the name and the facsimile autograph. And there's Louis Tiant. So you know what? I'm going to take him. He's coming out of the common box today. Louis, you coming out of the common box. This is the common cards that I'm sharing with you right now. So this also kind of gives me a chance to look at players like Tiant that I had not pulled out, and pull them out of the common box too. So some of the other players here. So anyway, you know, it's just as you can see, the set is just a gorgeous set. Mark Belanger, one of the best shortstops ever, you know, World Series champion. Look at that, another one of the action shots. Tony Conigliaro was a great hitter back in the day. Beautiful sharp card there. A little bit off center, but these cards tend to be off center. And the problem with all these, again, when you're talking vintage, it's the centering, and in the case of the 71s, it's of course the chipping. You see it everywhere. Here's a little bit of chipping right there. But for the most part, my cards are pretty nice. One of the best 71 sets that you'll probably see out there. Because again, they're all going to be from the same, from my collection. There's the Billy Conigliaro. They're all going to be from me, the only owner of these cards ever that pulled them right out of the packs. And Ted Simmons got to come out of here. He's a Hall of Famer. What's he doing in the common box? And that's a beautiful Ted Simmons. See, that's one reason I like to go over these again. And one of my favorite cards in the set. Check out that Cookie Rojas, man. This is just like the, oh, well, not just like, but similar to the Pee Wee Reese. And you can even see the score in the background. Looks like they're playing against the Yankees there, and they're losing. At least the scoreboard looks like it. But another one of those nice action shots there. Willie Horton, big time player back in the day. There's Eddie Watt. Eddie Watt, what a great guy, and what a great interview that they did with, Drew did with Eddie Watt. Eddie Watt, great player, Eddie Watt. Here's the second series checklist. There are also coins that came with this. Beautiful Ray Fosse, look at that, with the Indians logo there, and the catcher's gear, just great pictures. And you know this was a game because you got the guys warming up back there. Looks like. So you know, that's kind of the stuff I like about this set, that it's not just the player's face. You know, they're showing them in their atmosphere, you know. And look at that Crib Leffery card. I mean, it's just a cool card. Juan Mickey Lolich, another great pitcher. Say Arcia, Rick Monday, my hero. Somebody went to burn the American flag in center field, and Rick Monday grabbed it. Great guy. Marcelino Lopez, check it out. Another Oriole pitcher. Again, the Orioles were my favorite back in the day, my second favorite team, once I got to meet some of the players. Hey guys, this is a long video. I realize that. I want to go through this for a little bit longer. if you don't mind. You can go fast forward if you want. Gaylord Perry, what are you doing? Get him out of the comment box. I had all these guys in the comment box. So this is a good chance for me to go through here and pull these guys out, whoever belongs out of here. Ralph Hogg. Now they're not all, some of these are good players. They're not really commons, in my opinion. I mean, they all had great. Sam McDowell, a great career. Tommy Davis, another great career. I don't call any of these guys commons. Anybody that gets to play in the major leagues, it's a great player. I played baseball when I was young, mainly just little league stuff. And I realized what a difficult game it is. And you got to admire all these guys. Look at that, the coin checklist. At one time I had the coins, and I think I had almost all the coins, but they were in a bag. I kept them in a paper bag and never found them again. I think that was definitely thrown away by my parents or me, I'm not sure. But I don't have any of the coins, which is crazy because I do have like a lot of the other subsets. I have the game cards and all that from the late 60s. Anyway, Ed Herman, Mike Cuellar. What an underrated, undervalued player. Mike Cuellar was one of the top pitchers in the day. Multi 20-game winner. Look at this record of 24-8. 24-8, what a record. 24-8, they won. Bobby Wine, Luke Sims, Gil Garrido. So these are, Jim Hickman. These are just nice cards, nice set. I really like this set. And I haven't looked through it in a while. This gives me a chance to go through it with you guys, and I really appreciate that because, the reason I made my channel is just kind of to go through and look at my cards and talk about the cards and talk about the players and just kind of hang out. As I go through my cards, Gil Hodges, let's take Gil Hodges out of there. Hall of Famer. And as I go through my collection, one of the things that happened to me as I went through my cards, a lot of them were put away and they were sitting in there for 20 years. And then, when COVID first started and I started seeing a lot of videos out there, I started pulling out my collection. And as I did, I realized I had a lot of good stuff. And some of these guys really were. Look at Bobby Grich. He should be in the Hall of Fame. If you look at his records and his stats, he's one of the best shortstops ever defensively. And I just think that he's a great player. Michael Lum. This is the Orioles, the playoffs, where Boog Powell, who was a big hitter, Boog Powell. There's Frank Robinson there receiving him at the plate after hitting a home run. Another one of the 20-game winners they had was Dave McNally. You see Brooks Robinson in the background there, waiting to make one of the spectacular plays that he did in the series. And of course, their big pitcher was Jim Palmer. He's just an incredible, unstoppable player. And just again, more action photos. Here's when they won the American League playoffs, and you can see them there all celebrating. So at this time, in my life, this was my favorite team. And the tough thing here was there were so many good teams. The Yankees were not good at this time because Mantle had already left. And then here's the National League, which was really the probably the better series here with the Reds and the Pirates. That's Manny Sanguillen back there. And there it is, another play at the plate. And at the end, unfortunately, the Reds won. The Reds had a great team, but I liked Clemente. So you can see the stats in the back. See, they show the red stats. They don't show the stats of Clemente. But anyway, there's the rest. Some more of these 71s. Let's go to more of 71s. There's a third series checklist. I guess I started checking that one off. I didn't have another one, so here's what it is there. There's Billy Martin. Nice card of Billy. Richie Hebner. A lot of names. Think about these players. They used to be pretty good back in the day, you know. And you think about some of the players today, you know, players like, you know, name any of the rookie guys that are coming up right now. And you've seen all these rookies that have passed by here. None of these have done anything. And a lot of these guys become pretty good players. Ellie Hendricks, great catcher. Ron Santo, oh, Hall of Famer. Get him out of there. Again, all these great players played back in the day, and most of them really became common. If you look at all this, very few cards I'm pulling out of a 700 card set, over 700 card set, Bill Russell, and you can see how many players are mostly considered commons. And that's what's going to happen in the future. You know, what I do is I'll wait. I don't need to buy, you know, a card. I don't have a Trout rookie card, and I don't need to buy one now. So I'm going to wait and see what happens with Trout. And as his card prices go down, Cesar Cedeno, very good prospect, and he did a great career, but at the end, there's Red Shane. He's a Hall of Famer. We'll get him out of there. You know, at the end, here's Clyde Wright. Clyde Wright was one of the top pitchers at the time. He was a big prospect. I don't know what it says on here, but he hurled a no-hitter with the A's. So he was a top prospect, and check out his record. Won 22 and lost 12. If you had a player like this today that won 22 games and lost 12, people would be, you know, oh, man, that guy's incredible. And then now he's a common. So all that hype that you guys see and all that, Jim Cott, get out here, Jim Cott. All the hype that you see, Tony Taylor, Cuban player, nowadays, you know, think about it, the back, Hoyt Wilhelm, it's a beautiful Hoyt Wilhelm, needs to get out of here. Get out of here, Hoyt. So a lot of these guys that you see really, you know, 5-10 years from now, they're just not going to be looked at. There's always a new guy that's coming out, or the veteran that's, you know, people ignored, that started coming out and performing. So times change. It's a beautiful card there, John Ellis, All-Star. He's another one, you know, All-Star rookie for the Yankees. These cards were, you know, highly desirable back in the day, but, you know, today they're not. He's in the common box. Just like all of these guys, like Jim Northrop, another great player, but it's in the common box. So this is the set of the 1971 Topps, Rico Cardi. You know, I'm pretty lucky that these cards are really nice, because a lot of them, and you saw the Rico Cardi had a print mark. A lot of these have print marks on them. These are clean. Look at that Veda Pinson, beautiful Veda Pinson card. I mean, it's just, you know, you stare at that. I love these action shots. Those are my favorite. This is George Foster, great player, great rookie. You'd think he would be a big time, hit 50 home runs one year, but he's still in the common box. So don't get all hyped up. There's a Jerry Grote running out. Don't get all hyped up with all these rookies. You can wait. There's Fergie Jenkins. I don't know why he's still in there. It's a beautiful card for Fergie, and he's in the common box. Look at that, Fergie Jenkins card. I'm telling you, some of these cards that I graded 5s and 6s and 7s, so you never know what that Fergie will grade, but Sal Bando, another good player. Hope you guys are enjoying me going through this set. Some of you guys have tried to put this set together, or trying to put this set together. Let's take Tony Oliva out of here. And I encourage you to put it together. It's a beautiful looking set. Give you guys a good chance to look at them. The problem with the set is, of course, going to be with the, there's the Bobby Bonds card. Now that one's in rough shape. Probably only had one of them. That one needs to be replaced eventually. But, you know, again, Bobby Bonds, great player. He's just in the common box now. So you can pick up a lot of these common cards pretty cheap. I mean, you're talking a card that is now 50, oh God, it's old as hell already. 1971, 60 years old. Over 60 years old. Look at these cards, how nice. And you can pick these up, the common players, and build this set. You know, I advise you try to pick up lots if you can, and in the same condition as, you know, try to keep it all the same. Mine are all real consistent for the most part. There's a beautiful Tommy Agee. See, this is the print marks I was telling you about. So mines don't have too many. I guess I was lucky where I got them from. Well, I got them at Budget Drugs. That was a little drugstore in the corner of my house. I used to go there, and the owner always used to recognize me and say, "Hey, I got the new cards in." I used to buy as many packs as I could at the time, and really enjoyed it. Opening up the cards, I used to open them up a pack on the way home, walking home, and then, you know, when I got home, I opened up the rest. Rudy May, nice action shots. And then what I would do is I'd put them in by team, and I kept them by team. So all of my cards, all the 71s were, the Indians were together. On Marichal, oh, he's in bad shape. That's why I didn't pull him out. See, that's what happens to 71s. They get a chip, and they just come right off in the corner. I'll pull him out even because I'll upgrade him eventually. I really am not going to upgrade. I keep saying I'm going to upgrade these. I've never upgraded them because, you know, this is my original collection. Now, this is the World Series. Pal homers to the opposite field. Don Buford was 2 for 4. I forgot Don Buford. He was a great player. And then Frank Robinson. It's a home run there. Shows his muscle. The Reds stay alive. You can see I handled this series, this World Series set. Man, I loved it because they won the World Series, and I used to have that always there where I would look at it. That's why you see, and my favorite player and my favorite card was this. Check that out. The Brooks Robinson commits robbery. This is one I definitely need to replace, but this was my favorite card at the time. I remember I always had this card. I touched it. I put it everywhere. This is the one. These World Series cards got handled the most by me because they won the World Series. My favorite team at the time, the Orioles, won the World Series. So I handled them, you know. They're not in great shape. You could see that these have chipping on them for the most part, you know. But yeah, that's what I loved about this, that, you know, that was my favorite card of the set back in the day. It's the card from when I was a kid. I love Brooks Robinson. I met him in person. I told the story 1,000,001 times. And this was the year, one of the years, I think it was that year or the year before, when I actually met him. And then they won it. And I've told the story before. He talked to me for a while, took me in the dugout, and signed a ball. Jerry Kuzman, look at that. What a great pitcher. You know, he's just underrated. Again, another pitcher that was 12-7 that year. Jesus Alou, part of the Alou brothers. Nice action shot there, Dean Tennis. Yeah, this is a long video. You don't have to watch it all, guys. But if you want to, hang on with me. You know, this is one of these videos that is just hanging out with the cards here and checking them out. And like you see, I'm pulling out some of the stars. There's Fred Norman, Rich Reeves, another action shot, beautiful action pose there. Billy Williams, get out of the common stack. Danny Doyle, Carl Taylor, Don McMahon. Here's a beautiful action shot here, another one of Bud Harrelson. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 players and an umpire, and if I'm not mistaken, that is Nolan Ryan. Pretty sure, and I'm almost positive that's Nolan Ryan right there. Great shot. Great action shot. That's what I love about this set. That's what you hang out with me here. Look at Danny Cater. Ron Reed. Look at that Jim Fregosi. Look at that long swing. Look at that. He's got the mutton chops. Mike Nagy, Tommy Dean, and Bob Johnson, and Ron Stone. So, a little more to go. Really appreciate you guys hanging out. Hope you're enjoying the viewing of the 71 top set. Dalton Jones, Bob Veal, the 4th series now. Look at that Joe Torre card. Is that nice or what? I mean, I just can't get over these action shots that they did. I really, really love these. And I know there's some YouTubers that are collecting all of the action shots. And I don't blame you. There's the best part of the set, in my opinion. There's Tito Fuentes. There it is. Tito. Great players. I remember all these guys. There's Ted Williams. Ted is in bad condition in this cut, but he definitely is not a common. Very Gladding. Look at that. Another one of the Yankees. Raleigh Fingers. Check him out. I have another Raleigh Fingers card. Oh, no, yeah, I do. I think I pulled one out. I'm sure I did. I'm going to keep this one. This one's in bad shape. I'll just keep that in there. Probably, those are one of my doubles I kept. Maury Wills, the Red Sox team. Al Oliver, great Pittsburgh Pirate. Glenn Beckard. The rookies. Grant Jackson, man, he pitched great for the Orioles. Merv Retman. I remember all these guys. Some of my Orioles may not be in great shape because these are the guys that I liked at the time. My second favorite team. There's the Yankees, which were my favorite team. So again, the Yankees not going to be in the best shape. Yankees and Orioles. Those were my two teams back in the day. So we got that. Let's take a look at the Dodgers team card. Check it out. Cool card. And we got some more here. Leo Cardenas. Kind of a pretend action shot. There, look at that Ray Sadecki pitching. Similar to the Nolan Ryan one. And the Joe Rudy. That's a cool card there, holding him on the base. A lot of good stuff. Ken Holtzman, another action shot there, batting. George Spriggs. You got Jerry Johnson here. Got Kelly Woody Fryman. What name? Fryman. Gene Alley. Jake Hall. The Yankees. So I'm going through, flashing a little quick here, but just to kind of give you guys a look at the 71 set. Like I said before, it's one of the most beautiful sets. If you're going to build a set from the 70s, take a look at them all, but take a good look at this 1971 set because it has a lot of things, innovations that were not there in the past. And look at the great pictures. Look at that picture of Wes Parker. You know, like I said, the black borders, the action shots, the photos on the back of the card, the rest, just a combination of everything. You know, different colors, different team colors on the top. There's the Bert Campaneris. I'm telling you, this set has a lot of things going for it. And that's why, to me, it's the favorite set. It's my favorite set of the 70s. So we'll finish it off here with a little more Mil Pappas, Art Shamsky, Cesar Geronimo. We'll go a little bit quicker here for you guys. I know it takes a while. It's a huge set. I mean, look at that, Mike Paul. And they have different colors, the baby blue, the green, the white heading, and the names are also different. The only thing with this is that really aren't, there's a nice action shot. Really aren't a lot of error type cards in here. Sometimes you find some error cards with the different colors, but in this set, no. There's the Bob Oliver action cards. So what they did is, here in 71, they incorporated the inaction like that Dow Maxfield card, see? Beautiful, nice, beautiful picture of him jumping up. So they incorporated, in 72, they made two cards. They made a card of the player, and then they made an action shot of the player. So they would do a Willie Mays and then a Willie Mays in action for some of the major players. And that extended that set to the biggest set, of the decade. Ken McMullen, there it is, the famous Ken McMullen. So it extended the 72 set all the way out to even further, because the Topps realized that the action shots, people liked them, the kids liked them, at least I liked them, and hopefully I think they realized that. So they added more action shots. They added two pictures of the players. See, look at the action shots of that, Ken Boswell. So that's what they ended up doing in 72, the year after this. There's a Ralph Garr rookie card. If he came out today, he would be an expensive card because people would, want him. He was a great player. And there's one of the other Alou brothers, Felipe Alou, Jesus Alou, and Matty Alou. Three brothers playing at the same time. There's the 5th series. There's Jim Perry. Get Jim Perry out of here. Put him in a soft sleeve. And look at this with the heads. Great Cubs card there, with the facsimile autograph and the floating heads. It's a great team card. I see something different, another innovative stuff. So more action shots, Roger Repos, Jim Brandt, there's Ken Harrelson, Chris Short, that's great action pitching there. And look at that Ron Wood. So they did have also some good horizontal cards. If you notice, a lot of the Yankee action shots are horizontal, which is kind of cool. I didn't realize that until I keep looking at these. There's a nice Tommy John pitching in there. Twins team, John Blue Moon Odom, Mickey Stanley, good names, and Cleon Jones, and great Mets team back then too. More, this is the Bill Buckner rookie, Billy Buckner rookie here. And Bill Rigney. There's Curt Flood. Man, people don't realize what Curt Flood did. Every major league player should be bowing down to Curt Flood, because the contracts that are given out today are because of Curt Flood. He basically was blackballed because he fought management, and he won at the end, but he lost his career, unfortunately. So again, now we're getting into the higher number of cards. There's the Yankees team card. Man, that card is sharp as a tack. And let's see some of the rest of these guys here. Pat Dobson, Brewer, Frank Lindsay. This guy with the glasses, Lowell Palmer, that's a classic card there. Don't see too many players with the glasses. Walt Williams, no neck. They called him No Neck Williams. Look at that. He had no neck. Guy was powerful. Look at those arms. So, Torres, you got some more rookie guys here that never panned out. Rusty Staub, La Grande Orange. See how some of the cards do have a little bit of print marks. So you got to be watching it. These cards are so prone to any little thing. There's Jimmy Wynn, Walter Austin, Ted Sizemore, another Yankee. Kennedy had Kranepool, Jim Bunning. Hey, Jim Bunning. I guess we'll pull Jim Bunning out of this pile, right? Yeah. Yeah. It's not a common. And these cards still are not worth a lot of money. A lot of these, in my opinion, the 70s cards are still undervalued. If you really take a good look at the pricing between the 50s, 60s, and then the 70s, the 70s cards are definitely undervalued in my opinion. And these, Tony Perez, come on, man. What is he doing in the, oh, that I leave Tony Perez in the comment box. But this is good for me to go through this able to pull out some of these guys like you just saw. Get some of these stars together, so I could take a good look at them again and see. Look at that, the Al Raboski rookie card. Man, that guy was mean. And Liam got to interview him. That was awesome. So Isaac Wise, Norm Cash. So guys, we're kind of in the end here. I think this video is now 50 minutes. I think we're done with this. Leo DeRocher is the last pile I want to share with you, which is showing you the majority of the set, giving you a good look at what's in here. Mel Stoudemire. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks very, very much. Please like and subscribe. This is Orlando from A Collector's Dream. Have an awesome, awesome day. And thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.